Hi, it's Michelle Einstein Songbird Song. Still doing videos about the Josh Groban July 8th, 2022 concert at Northwell Jones Beach Theater concert. I ran across this video. It says on with Mario Lopez is actor-singer Josh Groban. He talks of playing Billy Joel in new podcast, and that's called The Miranda Obsession, and it's on Audible. I just joined Audible, not realizing Josh Groban was on it. I joined it to read Diane von Furstenberg's book, Own It. So that'll be interesting to check this out. Mario Lopez it's at the On with Mario Lopez site. But he talked about the Find Your Light charity that Josh Groban has, and they give grants to schools and maybe others who want to put on a show, and so I hope he'll give us a grant. Mainstream includes to the marginalized a grant. We need $11 million to put on a Broadway musical called Mr. and Mrs. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, the original, is Josh Groban. So it's quite relevant. Okay, let's get going. Alright, this is the Josh Groban concert continued. The Relationship Between Life and Mortality podcast on YouTube video cast by Jordan B. Peterson. This is worth watching. Socrates' experience, because he had lived his life fully, he could let it go gracefully. Although Charan Singh said nobody wants to die, except at one point Mary Magdalene wanted to die because Jesus Christ was apparently dead, and she didn't want to live without him. People regret not grasping opportunities that presented themselves, that they did not engage. Human consciousness is a spark of divinity. Human consciousness is that faculty that confronts potential. These are comments from this podcast, Life and Mortality. Our consciousness is for encountering things that we have not yet encountered. A song by Josh Groban. The mystery of your gift is to embrace the unknown, the longing. Those things that have not yet been brought into being, our consciousness is to transform the future into the present. That's what our consciousness does, according to Jordan B. Peterson, who was Muhammad, who was Dr. Carl Jung. So when confronting a new day, you have some apprehension about what form your choices will bring to happen. Let me read that again. That's what our consciousness does. It brings the future into the present. When confronting a new day, you have some apprehension about what form your choices will bring to happen. Who can understand that the future is potential rather than actuality? Song by Josh Groban, Granted. Never take a single breath for granted. As we were waiting for the bus in Freeport to take us to Northwell Health at Jones Beach Theater to see Josh Groban, the wellness of the North, healthy acts at Jones Beach Theater. Josh said, I know I'm talking a lot, but I haven't seen people in 2 years. He's referring to the quarantine of the COVID-19 pandemic, they call it. So Josh says, in 1979 in India, the Master Charan Singh, Jesus Christ III, said to me, the reason Indians don't have psychiatrists on every street corner is because they talk about everything, meaning talking about everything in the ordinary sense of the word, and everything. Eve, her, H-E-R, her, I, the, H-I-N-G is an Indian spice, nanak or nanak, and she'll talk to all about the 10 Sikh gurus. H.G. Wells, he, the husband who wrote of things unimaginable, The Invisible Man, for example. Josh Groban, the original Jesus Christ as a man is invisible to all except Mary Magdalene. Is that Freud? Mary, you're the only one who loves me. That is what she, as C-H-A-R-A-S, Charan Singh III, Jesus Christ, said to her. Josh Groban at Jones Beach said, I'm an introvert. If there's no spotlight on me, you don't see me. Except Mary Magdalene sees me night and day. Enigmatic means difficult to understand, mysterious. Her fate, the mystery of her gift. Is to embrace the unknown. That's my gift. The golden age of economic prosperity. What is that about? Let's see how we're doing here. Einstein. Something about, what is this, a video of Christ's second coming. Order. Enter. Daughter of the son of King George V, of Einstein, of Elizabeth Royal, the King's speech. George V was a subject of the movie The King's Speech. Okay, so then here we have Elizabeth, the first Queen of England. British, she was a British royal. She reigned during the golden age of economic prosperity for all. The young girl waiting with me for a bus at Freeport to go to Josh Groban's concert at Northwell Health Center Jones Beach Theater, operated by Live Nation, said she thought the bus would have been here. I said, never take a single thing for granted. An inside aha moment for Josh Groban fans, as is a line from one of his songs. She didn't get what I meant. She didn't understand why I said that. She was not much of a fan if she doesn't know his song, doesn't know his music. Demetria, perhaps something package, younger, perhaps younger, a boomer, perhaps younger, admitted she had never heard him sing in person. Neither had I. Enter the concert. She didn't understand his reference to Good Morning America. In the concert, he referred to Good Morning America. I said he was on the show. She, looking to see who else was going to be performing at Jones Beach Theater, that's what she was doing on her phone. I wasn't interested in anybody else. I only came there to see Josh Groban. She didn't know that he had been on Good Morning America. I knew. I saw him on it. So I had accomplishments. Report about Josh Groban concert. I had accomplishments. I graduated college, a Bachelor of Science degree in creative writing. Right, sister and brother. Sister Wright and Brother Wright. Now she's proud that I went alone. Sister Wright is, because she's my daughter, reincarnated Robin Birdsong. She's proud that I went alone to Jones Beach Theater to see Josh Groban. I please that she's proud of her mother because she can be proud of herself, as I have told her I'm proud of her. She traveled alone to many different parts of the world. I traveled alone to India, made friends with a 12-year-old white boy whose parents were missionaries and they lived in southern India. We chatted throughout the 12-hour flight, and so the time passed quickly. Returning from India 10 times. 10 times. No, 10 tens after I got there with a doctor. So returning from India, I sat beside a doctor, a male Indian doctor, on the flight back to the States, who expressed disappointment in himself for not knowing that God was in his country, whereas a foreigner, me, knew and came and spent time worshiping him, Jesus Christ III, now Charan Singh, His Holiness Param Saint Satguru Maharaji. You see what I said? I knew Jesus Christ was in India, and I wasn't even an Indian. So my new traveling companion to the concert, we walked through the puddles of water in the tunnel. She was wearing flip-flops. A young man, white boy with reddish blonde hair, was slightly annoyed that I asked him how much was the bus fare from Freeport to the Jones Beach Theater. He put his finger on the amount, $2.75 on the bus schedule. I thought it was $2.50, it's $2.75. I had known that was the schedule. He moved away from me in case I wanted to lean on him further. After all, he was young, never needed anyone. Making love was just for fun. Those days are gone. That's another song. Demetria Daniels Demetria originates in the Greek language and means mother of land. Demetria Daniel was an older woman who was my companion part of the way during the trip to the concert and from the concert. Demetria is a feminine form of Demetrius, ultimately derived from Demeter. In Greek mythology, Demeter was a goddess of earth, agricultural, harvest and forest. Ceres would be her equivalent in Roman mythology. Demetria Daniels is the lady I met on the way to the Josh Groban concert, and afterwards we saw each other and taxied back to Freeport to the Long Island Railroad station. I said I'd paid the $40 the taxi driver said was the cost. She gave me $20 and said, "No, I'll pay half. It's worth it," she told the driver. We had to walk through puddles of water in the tunnel. Okay, let's see what we got. Carpal tunnel syndrome. Gurinder Singh, Charan Singh, and so as souls yonder order me. Souls, you order me. Fritz Perls and Laura Perls. Dr. Freud. These are my identities in a previous life. Fritz Perl was Josh Groban. I was Laura Perls, who founded Gestalt Therapy. I was Emma Young. Jordan B. Peterson was Carl Jung. Mildred Michelle, that's me, Emma Young. Mary Magdalene, that's me. I am M. Anderson. Mildred Michelle Anderson was me. Isn't it amazing how it's all in the writing? Jackie Wilson was Josh Groban, and so was Nat King Cole. And so Sam Cooke, Josh Groban. And I told you before, Jesus Christ, the original, is reincarnated Josh Groban. The name Demetria, the name of a strong lady boomer I met at on the walk to the Josh Groban concert. She found us a shortcut across soggy grass. It was good. I liked her spirit. When we were in line, people were telling she and I that Live Nation security wasn't going to let us go in with our medium-sized bags. Demetria started emptying her bag, holding the items in her arms. She said twice, "I don't know what to do." I said, "Security didn't tell us we can't enter with the bags. These strangers did." When we got to security, the woman guard said, you can't take the bags inside. I said to her, you mean I have to throw my bag away? She said, no, you can check your bag and it's free. It's on us. Perfect. Live Nation came through. Demetria and I went to the check your bag hut and checked our bags, and I still wanted to take my wallet and my miniature purse. He said, no, they won't let you in. What about if I carry them in the plastic bag I brought? No, he said. But there's a guy over there selling see-through small vinyl bags for $10. They'll let you in with that. You can put your water and your wallet in it. I said, fine. The guy liked the place in Long Island Railroad off the beaten path. Wasn't set up to collect cash. Thank God PayPal sent me a MasterCard debit card about 2 weeks ago. He took the card without a problem. See how complicated life is? Thank God I prayed to get through all these complications. So at the kiosk at Long Island Railroad, it wouldn't process payments, cash payments. The older gentleman came out of his booth, took my card, and inserted it into another automated machine. No, it wouldn't process payment. He said, what's your PIN? I said, I don't have a PIN. That's why, although it's a debit card, I told you it's a credit card because you don't need a PIN number with a credit card. That's the way it's always worked before. He scanned my card by tapping it, and it worked. Wow, great. Plus, although I didn't mention I'm a senior because I'm 4 going on 5 in the wrong body, like the Diane Keaton upcoming movie, Mac and Rita. So he gave me a senior discount because I look the age my birth certificate says. I've been brainwashed. In other words, my body's been brainwashed to age and die like everybody else, even though I'm immortal. People, nutritionist, biohacker, Ben Greenfield, and Josh Middledorf, guru of age reversal author, along with Carl Sagan's son, have written a book, Cracking the Aging Code. Ben Greenfield's book is called Boundless. Anyway, the Long Island Railroad employee charged me the price of one-way ticket for a round-trip ticket. Then he didn't point me to where to go next. He walked me to a giant board filled with numbers. He read the number and said, there's a train to Freeport at 4:37. I left home at 4 p.m. I said, the man on the phone said the train to Freeport came at 5:03. You can wait for that train, he said. Oh no, I'll take the 4:37. Okay then, walk to your left and wait until they post the gate number for the 4:37. Thank you so very much, I said to the nice white man who went above and beyond his job description today. Okay, I'm going to end the video now. Wow, I didn't realize I wrote so much about the concert. I'll have to make another video to tell you more about what happened. I just want to point out how nice people are to the seniors, and how even though the system is very complicated and we haven't a clue as to how to work it, if we're alone, nice people help us out every step of the way. And God helps me to find these people or attract these people to the Josh Groban Magical Concert at Northwell Health, Jones Beach Theater. July 8th. Okay, I'm going to end this video now.